الذين آمنوا وتطمئن قلوبهم بذكر الله ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وآله وصحبه ومن اهتدى بهداه. أما بعد. A lot of us may consider these adhkar before going to sleep at night to be long. And they say, Sheikh, even 10 or 20% or halfway reading it, we fall asleep. As long as you're trying your level best to do it, practice makes perfect. You will inevitably and eventually reach there with the grace of Allah Azza wa Jal. But you have to try. You are helpless without Allah's assisting you. So this is your life raft in the middle of the ocean. If you don't say your adhkar, if you don't depend on Allah, you will be at loss. Try your level best and inshallah, Allah would help you. Part of the adhkar that the Prophet ﷺ used to say before going to bed,
اللهم قني عذابك يوم تبعث عبادك.
O Allah, protect me from your punishment on the day your servants are resurrected. Now the compiler of this booklet said to say it 3 times. And the most authentic opinion is to say it only once, as indicated by Shaykh al-Albani, may Allah have mercy on his soul. So 3 times is not authentic. Saying it once before you go to bed is authentic. Now the following hadith, hadith number 105.
بسمك اللهم أموت وأحيا.
Also, when you go to bed, you say, Bismika Allahumma amutu wa ahya. In your name, O Allah, I live and die. Again and again and again, cementing the concept of depending on Allah, the Almighty. Emphasizing the fact that we're not here to stay forever. We are transiting. And this life has a beginning and has an end. And when it ends, we die. So we have to work to whatever is after death, which is the day of judgment, which is eternity, which is paradise, which we focus on attaining. Hadith 106. This hadith, the Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam,
سبحان الله والحمد لله والله أكبر.
shall I not direct you both to something better than a servant? When you go to bed, say, Subhanallah 33 times, Alhamdulillah 33 times, Allahu Akbar 34 times. Okay, what is the origin of this hadith? Because the Prophet said at the end, for that is indeed better for you both than a servant. What is the origin of this hadith? The origin of this hadith that Fatima, may Allah be pleased with her, went to the Prophet ﷺ and asked him for domestic help, for a servant that would help her in the house chores, and she showed him her hands that were affected by grinding the seeds and the grains and working in the house. The Prophet did not respond to her, ﷺ. Rather came to her house at night, where she and Ali, her husband, may Allah be pleased with them, were retiring to bed. So he told them that it is best and much better for you to recite this before going to bed. Subhanallah 33 times, Alhamdulillah 33 times, Allahu Akbar 34 times. And he said to them that this would be better for you than a servant. Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah said, whoever observes saying this before going to bed, Allah would grant him the strength throughout the day that would make him not in need physically for such assistance of a servant. The dua gives you momentum, gives you power. And some folks, and I know that, who don't have iman in their heart, will say, come on, what would dhikr do to you? This is not logical. This is not realistic. This is Islamic. This is conviction. This is related to belief in Allah. At the end of times, when the Antichrist, the Dajjal, would roam the earth in 40 days, as told to us by the Prophet ﷺ, there will come a time where there will be total drought and famine. Not a single raindrop would fall, and not a single plant would grow. So the companions asked the Prophet ﷺ, if there is no water, there is no livestock, there is no plants, how would the people survive? So the Prophet said to them ﷺ, by saying Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. This dhikr gives them energy that would suffice them from eating and drinking. And the hadith is in the Sahih. So those who don't believe would not believe. Us Muslims, we take this for granted and we believe in it. And this is why we continue to recite and read this hadith throughout before we go to bed. Having said that, people would say, is it mandatory? Is it wajib? And the answer is no. This is not wajib. But if someone were to tell you, if you stand in a queue, at the end of the row, they will give you $10,000. It takes you 5 minutes. Would anyone say, is it mandatory? Is it obligatory? Or can I skip it? You can skip it. But everybody would look at you and say, this guy is crazy. Wasting $10,000 just for standing for 5 minutes in a queue. And likewise, those who neglect to say this beautiful dhikr are crazy because they're losing so much reward from Allah Azza wa Jal. This is all the time we have. Until we meet next time, I leave you fi amanillah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
الذين آمنوا وتطمئن قلوبهم بذكر الله ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب